Let's talk
Oh,
about your boy, Jim
oh boy.
Harbaugh. I mean, we haven't been around. We have not been around. So Harbaugh accepted the LA Chargers job. He inherits Herbert, but yet all he's talking about is damn JJ McCarthy and how good he is, and he's gonna be the number
Yeah,
one overall
pumping him
pick.
up.
What are your thoughts on LA, man, and just that situation? Jay, it's the second year, bro. It's the second damn season. The Chiefs are supposed to be retooling. They ain't got
Yeah.
no receivers, and it's this and that. They're banged up. Mahomes losing a step. The second year, and they're back in the Super Bowl again with, I believe, the youngest starting defense in the NFL.
That is
They
correct.
found a receiver in Rashee Rice. They've got a running back in Isaiah Pacheco. They're probably going to add 1 to 2 additional pass catchers in the draft.
Do you want the name?
Kelsey said he's coming back. What's up?
X Worthy. 32. That deep ball.
Is you talking about
Finally,
Miller's
that
mark?
MVS. Yep, finally getting that MVS replacement. Xavier Worthy. You know, people are kind of coming back around on Xavier Worthy. He was dropping a little bit. Maybe AD Mitchell's better than Xavier Worthy. But yeah, Xavier Worthy is the guy they got. And I think that is very right. Like, we see the clear need for the Chiefs. It is at wide receiver. It could be a downfield threat. And I think a downfield threat is, I think it's Worthy or Franklin. I think those are the two clear fits. If you want to go Worthy, I'm fine with it. But I think Franklin would be the other guy. He's going to go a little further down the board. But yeah, if they get Worthy and he is as advertised, man, they are going to be so difficult. But do you want to circle back to Harbaugh?
I'm
concerned.
Here's that's the question, right? We talked about it in the Discord. Patreon.com/allgas. Go to destinationdebbie.com. Get in the Discord. Join the community. I'm telling you, it's where you need to be. But are you concerned at all that his style, while efficient, is lower volume? I don't want the quarterback to throw the ball 700 damn times a season. We're going to run the ball. We're going to play strong defense. Are you concerned a little bit about Justin Herbert? Are you concerned a little bit about this offense? What are your thoughts and opinions? Because I went back and I just was looking at the offenses that he had from college, during his time at San Francisco, and everybody's like, oh, Michael Crabtree was awesome. Like, not really. Like, he was fine. He was not awesome. He was fine. I think he had one good season and then a bunch of just like they were fine, but they weren't fantasy difference-making seasons from Michael Crabtree. Like, what I don't believe Harbaugh's going to do is go to the NFL and change his stripes. I don't think he's going to be like, now we're going to be an air raid team. I'm throwing the ball 40, 50 times a game. We don't run the ball. He's going to do the things that has made him successful, that have brought him to a Super Bowl in the NFL, who had him win a national championship and be one of the best college teams over the past 3 seasons, which is play good defense, run the ball, make plays when you need to make them, but we're not going to, like, what are your thoughts on that situation in general?
So I was concerned, right? When Harbaugh got hired, it was, okay, now what does that mean for Herbert? Because they have been this air it out style offense. Kellen Moore is gone, and we can get to him in the Eagles now because he's going to be the Eagles OC. But the biggest concern, Ray, was not just Harbaugh being hired, but then the rumors, because it hasn't been officially reported yet, it's not confirmed, but they're doubling down on the running game because Greg Roman is probably going to be the OC for the Chargers. And I think that tells you everything you need to know because we already have a run-heavy defensive style in Harbaugh. And I do believe he will be more of a leader and figurehead for this team. He doesn't have to be the offensive guy or the defensive guy. He can kind of just be the leader of the team and operate within both camps. But then you go in and you bring in Greg Roman. It's like, all right, it's very clear what's going on here. He's going to find a way to fix this defense, which has a ton of talent, but hasn't been able to play well under Brandon Staley. And he's going to run the heck out of the ball. And he's probably going to draft Blake Corum in the second round. Like, it just seems like it's going to happen. Whether it's second round, third round, he's going to find his way to get Blake Corum to run his offense. If they keep Austin Eckler, cool. If they don't, I'm sure he doesn't really care. That's not how he wants to play. They'll have Greg Roman. They'll maybe bring in some other running backs, and they'll run the heck out of the ball. And that's very concerning Because if they keep Mike Williams and they keep Keenan Allen for some reason, which is going to be difficult given their cap situation and how much those guys are paid, then you have Quentin Johnston, who's already kind of a dead asset anyways, but he's going to be even more dead once they run Greg Olman's offense. And of course, Justin Herbert, who's a top 5 quarterback with tons of volume, tons of yards and touchdowns, that could be reduced to, like modest QB1, QB2 level production if he's not throwing for a ton of touchdowns. So I am concerned. I think for fantasy, it's a bit of a problem.
I'm seeing a bunch of definitive takes in the chat. I'm not concerned at all, or I'm full-fledged panicked, when the reality is it's somewhere probably in the middle. I do believe that they're probably going to establish the hell out of it. That's what he does. Like that. Dude, Harbaugh's what, 58? How old is Harbaugh? 50s, mid? Like, he's not changing who he is. They're about to run the shit out of the football.
60.
If there's anything that I could, they are going to run the football. And when you look inside the AFC West, Raiders, Broncos, Chiefs, the only team that you really got to worry about putting 50 on you and they don't even play like that anymore is Kansas City. So it would be foolish to go out there and throw the ball 50 times a game. Like, there's no need to do that. They're going to establish it. Like, if there's anything that I can tell you is they will run the ball. So whomever that lead running back is, make sure you got him. Whomever that may be, which
and the backup,
there's a good chance they've drafted him some Blake Corum, because he can just do what Harbaugh wants him to do. They are going to establish it 100%. What's that mean for Justin Herbert? I don't know.
Things.
I don't. Again, I'm not going to swing the pendulum too far in either direction. I'm not going to say it's bad, and I'm not going to sit back on my high horse and act like it's no issue whatsoever. I just want to wait and see. I want to see how it plays out because we haven't seen Herbert do that. We've seen Herbert have to be Superman week in and week out. Everyone's talking about the weapons. He's had dope weapons. You can't. I get that they get hurt, but when they're healthy, he's got good weapons. Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Gerald Everett is competent enough. You add an Austin Eckler. Here's the thing. They're not about to wholesale change the offense, bring in 5 new receivers, 3 running backs, 2 more times. It's not going to be Neighbors and Bowers and Blake Corum. It's not happening. So I think it's somewhere in the middle, Jay. I think Harbaugh is definitely going to establish it. I think that could lead for a more efficient Justin Herbert, but I don't know, man.
Less plays, less yards for sure.
I'm not paying
he has to throw for a lot of touchdowns.
$1 million a season, a game to just manage the thing. I want explosive plays. I want big plays. It's going to be interesting to see what Harbaugh does through free agency and when we come to the draft because they're at an interesting spot too at 5. They can move back, get some capital depending on who's at 5, or do they take the tight end? Do they take the wide receiver to help complement? I just feel like watch it be some defender. Watch it
Malik
be a damn
Neighbors,
defender.
Mike Williams.
But again, Harbaugh's probably looking like I don't need all these offensive weapons. What we need is somebody. We got to stop the damn run. We can't stop a nosebleed. We got no linebackers. We've got no defensive linemen. We got none of that stuff, right? We need to be able to stop teams.
Dallas Turner at 5?
Who?
Dallas Turner at 5? That's bold.
Listen, man. Listen. I don't know. I have no idea. It's February 5th. What I do know is there will be a running back in the building. They're getting a running back in the building, no doubt about it.